We begin tonight in the United States, where the three other police officers who assisted in restraining George Floyd, the 46-year-old African-American who died last week, will now be charged with aiding and abetting murder by the Minneapolis Attorney General. Policeman Derek Chauvin, who had his knee pressed on Mr. Floyd's neck, has already been charged with third-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter. His charges are expected to be upgraded to second-degree murder. The lawyer representing George Floyd's family has welcomed the expected decision, stressing that this is a bittersweet moment for the family. Earlier today, he had joined Floyd's son, Quincy Mason Floyd, at the scene of his father's death in Minneapolis. He says an independent inquiry into the murder of Mr. Floyd revealed that he was tortured to death. Quincy Floyd told reporters at the scene that he's trying to get justice for his father and thanked everyone for the show of love and support. Let's get the very latest from our correspondent in Washington, D.C., Maria Bird. Good evening, Maria. What is the very latest on this matter? The charges have not really been formalized yet, have they?
Yes, well, we do know just moments ago it was released that they have upgraded Chauvin's charges to second-degree murder. And so Keith Ellison, the Attorney General in Minnesota, has been working very hard, and he has actually been a long-standing civil rights advocate for civil rights. And so I think many people were hopeful that he moved very expeditiously in the process, and says that there's still more investigation to be done because the family is obviously calling for charges to be first-degree murder. And as you mentioned, the aiding and abetting for second-degree murder are for the other three officers that were there. And those charges too could change depending on what further investigation shows. But I think many in Minneapolis and all across the country and the world, to be honest, are happy to see that some form of justice is being brought forth.
Very emotional moments and very emotionally tied decisions being made here. Mr. Floyd's son visited the site of that gory scene that the world saw on various platforms today. What was the immediate reaction to that site?
Breaking down. I mean, you can see the pain and the anguish that this young man is under at this time. And watching the whole world use your father as a way to move justice forward when you're dealing with great pain. And so I think all of those that were there during that time saw that this is not just about our larger movement, but this is a person that has lost someone so dear to them that, as many have said, was a gentle giant.
Finally, Maria, before we let you go, the demonstrations have gone global. More and more countries and more cities are joining in, the UK, Europe itself, and a number of others. Now, this is putting some level of not altogether positive light on America on the global scene. What's been the reaction to that within America?
Yes, America is, obviously very much, having racism has touted the history and the legacy of the United States for so long. But we know that many Americans are happy to see their brothers and sisters across the globe advocating and standing up for what many have seen as devastation in the U.S. and purely injustice against African Americans and people of color for many, many years. I mean, this goes back, as people say, 1619. We're talking about when slavery began. And so we're looking now, and people are saying, we're not just satisfied with the charges being brought forth. We want to see systematic changes in the policing and the structure of policing in the United States. And so many police chiefs are answering the call and are looking to see how the culture of policing in the U.S. can change.
Thank you very much, Maria Bird, our correspondent reporting from Washington, D.C., and please do stay safe out there. Thank you so much.